This video is on how to schedule posts on Twitter. Now, one precaution is there's a limit to the number of posts you can schedule in a single day. I discovered this on my own because it kept locking me out of my account when I exceeded that amount. It became recent when Elon Musk took over Twitter. Before that, you used to be able to post any amount that you wanted in a single day. Let's schedule some posts for June 13th. So we're going to post the song of the day today. So I'm going to first go up here to my home and I'm going to type song of the day. And I'm going to come over here to my list. Now you can post any content. It doesn't have to be this particular one. So I have short links here and I leave off where I have the last one highlighted. And I think that's down in here somewhere, or it's up in Spotify. It's up in the Spotify here. Okay, there it is. Okay, so today's song of the day is going to be Wishing You Home. So I'm going to just copy that, and then I'll set the next one for tomorrow's scheduling. I want to make that yellow because blue is for a different account. So I'll save that, and then we'll come back over here and paste it in here. And then, of course, since this is for Music for World Peace, I want to start with some hashtags. And these are the hashtags I use for Music for World Peace. And then I want to come over to my list. Now, you don't have to do this if you don't have this list, but it'll definitely speed things up and get you more followers and more retweeters if you do use a list. First thing I'm going to do is copy this one. And I want to get rid of that highlight. And then I'll paste it in there. And take it home. And now I want to hold down my shift key and go down to there to highlight that and copy that much. And that'll make the next one that much easier. Now you see there's no picture showing up over here. Sometimes when you post something that's on Spotify or YouTube, it'll show the picture. If it shows the picture, I leave it the way it is. If it doesn't show the picture, then I find the picture in my files and I do it like this. I'll go to Cubase projects, which is where I keep all my projects here, and I'll search Wishing You Home. Okay, so I'm going to look for the artwork, which is here. Once this is set up, it's much easier. Once you get the first one set up, the rest of them come really easy and fast. So now I'm going to click on this little button down here. To get the picture, you click on this button over here. Okay, that's your photo button. And now to schedule it, I'm going to click on this one with the little timer on it. And you could select a date, like if you're just starting out and you want to select the current date, you can select it from here. Select the month there and the day there and so on. I do it every day, so I'm going to leave June 13th up because I already have scheduled posts up to that date. So I'm going to go with the default for now, which is June 13th. Tomorrow that'll show up as June 14th. You can only post 7 posts in a day. If you go beyond 7, it's going to lock you out of your account and then make you jump through several hoops to get it back. And then you're good to go for the rest of the day. But if you weren't on Twitter at the time that your posts were scheduled for, those that were scheduled while you were logged out of your account won't go out at all. So you'll have to delete them. So we're going to go here to the time. I found the best times to post are to space them out. 3, 6, 9 in the morning and 12 in the afternoon, and then 3, 6, 9 in the afternoon, and that gives me my 7 posts. So I'm going to start with 3 a.m. That defaults to a.m. right now because it's morning for me here. And I'm going to confirm that and then schedule it here. Okay, and then I just click in here now because I already have everything set up. All I have to do is just Control V to paste that in there, and then go over here to my picture, and the picture's already set from the last time, so I just double click on that. Come over here to schedule, and now I'm going to go to 6 a.m. Confirm it, schedule it. Now I missed putting the next set of retweeters in, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the scheduled post. So if you make a mistake like that, you can go back here and then go down to scheduling and go to the very last one, which is 6 a.m. That's this one here. And then I want to go over to my list and get the next one on the list. And we'll paste that in there. And then we'll click on scheduling. I'll have to hit it twice because when this happens, you need to hit it once to get rid of this, and then the second time to schedule it. Okay, so that's taken care of now. So now the next one's going to be 9 a.m. So we're going to come back over here. Okay, now you see I lost my original post. Okay, so let me undo that. So these are some common mistakes that you can make. So I'm going to go back to my scheduled posts, and I go down to the June 13th, and it doesn't matter which one I select. I'll just go to the last one, which is the easiest. And then I'll go back to the top here and just select that, copy it, and then I'll get out of this. And I'll paste it in here. And I'm ready to start over again. Not from the very beginning, but I'm ready to continue where I left off. Okay, so next I'm going to go to my next set. Now you don't have to put these in if you're just starting out, okay? Or if you don't have this list. If you do have the list, it'll make things go much faster. But if you don't, that's okay. It'll just take longer. Okay, and then we're going to copy this much and then go over here to my picture and then schedule it. If you forget what you scheduled, then you just click on scheduled post and take a look at the last one that you did, which was 6 a.m. Okay, so now the next one's going to be 9 a.m. Schedule this for 9. Now you don't have to worry about the minutes unless there's a specific time that you want to get it in there. So I just leave the minutes where they are, and I just go with the hour. So we'll confirm that and schedule it. And then we'll get the next one, we'll paste in, and then I'll go over to my list of retweeters. I'm using 2 screens, so you won't see the other screen unless I take it and drag it over here like I have been doing. Okay, so that's going back to the other screen now. So I'm going to paste that in there, and Control Home will take me to the top, and then I'll hold the Shift key down and click there, and that'll highlight down to there. And then I'll Control C to copy it, and then I'm going to come over here and double click on the picture, and then over here to the scheduling, and this is 9 a.m. and we'll schedule that. And now the next one's going to be scheduled for 12 p.m. So I'll paste that in. Come over to my list. Copy it. Paste it. Control Home. Down to here. Copy that. Picture. Double click. Schedule, 12 p.m., 12. Now I have to change this to p.m., and I'll have to do that each time until I'm finished here. And then we're going to confirm that and schedule it. And then we're going to go back up here and paste. And then over to my list. Copy. Paste. Control Home. And hold the Shift key down and click here. And then copy. And double click on the picture. So this will be 3 p.m. Confirm. Schedule. Next one is going to be 6 p.m. So I'm going to Control V to paste that. And then copy the next set on my list. Paste it. Control Home. Shift key down to there and copy that. Go to the picture. Double click on the picture. And we want, where did I leave off here? The next one's going to be 6 p.m. Okay, so we'll set that for 6 p.m. Confirm and schedule. And then the last one's going to be 9 p.m. Okay, now I lost where I left off here, so I don't know. I don't remember where I copied from my list here. So here's what I'm going to do to find that. This is another common mistake that can be made. So if it is, this is how you fix it. You go over here to your scheduling again and back to scheduled posts. You find the very last one that you did, which is here, and you open it. And then you click up here and copy the first name here. So we're going to copy that. And then we'll close this, close that, and close that. Okay, now we'll get ready to paste over here. Now, I'm going to go back to my list, and I'm going to go Control F for find. And then I'm going to paste that in there and just hit enter. And that shows me the last thing that I did right there. So I'm going to go to the next one. So we're going to come over here, copy that. Now, since this is the last one, I'm going to go to the next one, and I'm going to highlight that to show where I left off. And then we'll just save that for the next time, okay? So now I'm going to paste that list in there, go home. Now, I don't have to copy down to there this time because I'm not going to do another one. So I'm just going to go over here to the picture, double click on that, and then go to the scheduling and schedule this for 9 p.m. And then confirm it and then schedule it. Now, I may have put some of them in for AM when I meant to do PM, so I want to double check just to be sure that I didn't do that, and if I did, I can fix it. So we're going to go back to scheduling and scheduled posts, and then take a look at the last ones that I did. Just drag that all the way down to the bottom. So there we have 9 p.m., 6 p.m., 3 p.m. Okay, so that's good. 12 p.m., so that's good. And I believe we're done here.